Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. William, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, robots can feel depression, it turns out. Who would program that into robots? Why would you program robots to feel depression?
So that they know the hardships of life. Oh, actually, you know what? No, a better thought, actually. You get the robots depressed so that they never want to take over Earth. And
is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly. You built in depression so that the robots don't take over the world.
No, they learn what would happen if they don't get enslaved to an inferior race, right?
No, I mean, yeah, sure, we could go for that. But like, I was more thinking that humanity recognizes that mental health is the issue all along, and we can weaponize it. Weaponize it upon our enemies.
Oh.
It's like you got an alien species threatening to overtake your entire society, society as a whole.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah. Exactly. My
headphones suck. Anyway. But,
yeah, exactly.
Look, Anyway.
Right.
If an alien society was to come over and say we will take over your planet, just give them depression. They won't even bother doing it. They'll just like, I mean, I could. You know what? We'll go hard with the joke. They could just kill themselves. Yeah, that's just.
What, the robots? The robots
I'll start with the aliens, but the robots, sure. Actually, no. But then, how do you get? Anyway, no. If I'm gonna stop this right now before I actually end going down the rabbit hole of the what ifs and implications of how this would work
of an alien species come to Earth, right?
Well, if you give them depression.
Oh.
You know, I made the joke earlier, but if you can actually weaponize depression and give it to other people, like what the fuck? Okay, but anyway, why am I doing it? You say the thing. This is your thing. Do it.
I'm saying what?
Saying
our weekly
right
unnamed. Oh, hold on. Let me swallow this rice.
Oh God. I hit my headset.
I mean, this rice is really good, alright? Saying our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series about Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, a weekly discusses where I, Austin, a person with years on about tokusatsu and super, and directed by my friend William, a person who suffers from crippling depression and won't talk to a therapist about it to get better, as we discuss the latest Super Sentai season, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Hey, this is episode 35. Diamond Delight.
Okay, so anyway, because look, I know my headset went off, so I didn't it couldn't respond. But here's my late response. All right, fuck.
Yeah. Mhm.
It literally keeps shutting off on me. Why does it keep doing this?
Okay, it doesn't matter as long as it's recorded. All right.
I mean, I didn't record it because I recognized the fact that my headset just decided to shut off on me. But anyway, therapists are expensive. Anyway, let's go.
Right. Hey, the robots are hiding something from Kaito, it seems.
Better health insurance. No, hold on. Oh no, hold on. We're actually talking about the show now. We're actually talking about the show now. Okay, Jesus. No, but yeah, they're hiding the fact that they know who his dad is Kaiser.
Yeah, the biggest fucking twist of the. According to a certain subreddits and users, what a fucking twist that no one saw. I can't believe that they would write that in. Holy shit, what a big fucking plot twist.
Okay, hold on. /
For a Japanese kid, for a show aimed for Japanese schoolboy between the ages of 6 and 12, right?
Hold on. Where is it in the official discussion? Okay,
No. It's like it was like a long time ago. It was like last month or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where some guy made the bold claim of that shit, and everyone in Kamen calls him out for being a fucking idiot.
Oh, I want to read that. I need to see that now. Oh my god.
Oh, I need to find that post. It was really fucking funny. That guy was literally acting like he fucking saw who shot Kennedy, who went with it.
Oh my, wait, what? Really? Did he treat it as something that nobody but him found out?
Yeah, he figured out that the big fucking plot twist with that Kaiser was Kaito's dad this entire time.
Oh my
Big
god. Oh, really?
fucking
You really
twist.
just went ahead and did that, huh?
Yeah.
Very
Hey,
bold
but don't
of
worry,
you.
William. I guess you could say diamonds are pretty unbreakable this episode.
Okay, I'll let you have that one, but
Right? A real golden win, right?
Okay, you see,
That passes through.
No, you can stop now. That's not necessary.
What? Not necessary for us to cross this stone ocean, right?
Wait, literally has nothing to do with, like, the diamond makes sense, but none of the rest. God damn it. You don't need the rest of them.
The rest of what? The rest of the Stardust Crusade we're on?
Alright, I'm waiting to see how you're gonna bring Steel Ball Run or like JoJolion into this.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about, alright?
You're literally saying the subtitles.
Not from the house of my phantom blood. I can predict what I'm doing, alright?
Oh my god. Alright, okay.
Okay, but anyway, Kaito's talking to Flint and Docs about the Kikanoids being depressed. Right.
Well, that and the only thing they can even say is diamond now, or
yeah.
You know, there's that whole.
I just can't just imagine the fucking script for this episode. How it's only just diamonds and everything, right?
Yeah, I mean,
because that's the thing. Like, all the Kikanoids are voice actors, are actual voice actors, right?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like how Galma's voice actor is fucking Koichi, right?
Yeah,
which I keep forgetting at certain points, and I was unironically hoping for a fucking I was unironically hoping for an actual JoJo, right? Like unironically, I was legitimately expecting a JoJo reference in this episode, not shitpostingly, of course, right?
I mean, maybe it's just because, like, you know, maybe they're saving that shit for the end.
Mm-hmm. You like this a JoJo reference?
The JoJo reference, yeah. Maybe they're saving.
I mean, to be fair, this series is already insane with the amount of weird fucking reference it puts in, right?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, they even did like. I mean, it wasn't really directly saying it, but they did like. I remember you saying they made an Ultraman reference, which is kind of like wild to think about too. Yeah. Really, it's not even a property that they own. Someone else that owns that. But yeah, I mean, like. It does get pretty wild with its references. It's kind of crazy. But I mean, again,
I was honestly actually hoping for a JoJo reference throughout the series. I mean, at least throughout this episode at some point, right?
Yeah. But you know, we'll get it someday maybe. It's only episode 35?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
episode. Don't worry, William. 35. At minimum, 10 more episodes to go. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do we? That doesn't bring me to mind. Do we have? We don't have a release date for the Brothers yet.
Nope. Yeah? Still nothing confirmed yet. All we have is the title.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but I guess getting into the episode, fucking. Also, like, I swear to God, this is. I mean, it's not as bad, but it's almost as bad as the fucking the cow. The fucking dairy cow with the because this week's enemy is basically just Diamond World, I guess. And but the thing is, it's like essentially like honestly, when it comes to a diamond, at least in terms of like what's the word I'm looking for? In terms of its its reputation, diamonds are like diamonds are considered unbreakable, right?
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, no, that's where it ends. But anyway, the thing is, so I thought this would be like an enemy that would be near impervious to destroy. Right?
Yeah. All right.
But instead, it's just like, no, I just make things harder for everybody else. No, he just shitposts
the word diamond. He makes people just randomly say diamond from now on.
I mean, that's it. He just makes it harder for the team to talk. He just basically makes like things harder for some people to do. Like, he makes it hard for some people to fish. He makes it harder for some people to eat. For the team, he makes it harder for them to talk. You know, because they all they say is fucking diamond all the fucking time, right? But then, you know, of course, it's like after the Kaito comes in and Zox as well, and they kind of try to like defeat Hakkaiser when Hakkaiser comes in to like help out Diamond World, right? But then it's just like what's the word? Fuck. Let me bring my head back in, and then They tried to defeat Hakkaiser, right? But then the team, the rest of the Zenkaiger team, basically like, no, don't do all. But they can only really say Diamond, right? And then so because of that, Kaito gets a misinterpretation that like Diamond Wolf is basically controlling them and making them protect him and Hakkaiser, you know. So. And it's also kind of like it's also that thing where it's like, oh well, you know, this also comes at the perfect time where like oh yeah, we were gonna go tell Kaito about the fact that you're his dad, but I guess now because of Diamond Wood of course comes in and ruins
something
that
we
shit.
probably should have done before, right? Because it's actually important, you know.
Yeah, honestly. But then we get like this whole after the whole fight and everything, they basically end up going back into into the candy shop, right? And then then Yatsune comes up with the idea of like, oh well, if you can't say it, then just write it, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, you know, that's a good idea. But apparently, fucking Diamond World's fucking power also extends to fucking like writing as well.
Yeah,
all they fucking write is Diamond. And fucking
so I can continue this joke within the show about how Majin being fucking useless to the point where she's illiterate and she can't spell.
I mean, her and Gaon, because literally they drew diamonds. They didn't even write diamond.
Yeah,
it's fucking wild.
It's so fucking funny how both of them actually just fucking draws diamonds instead of spelling it.
Yeah, and then they fucking try to do charades, and it's just like, what is happening? And it's just like, I love that Zox kind of just walks off screen, and then it cuts to him, right? Where it's just him kind of looking off, is like, and while they're doing charades, and like they're just doing diamond again. It's just like, what the fuck?
Right, and then we also learned that the fucking Kikanoi sucks at charade. Boy, if you're ever on a charade team with these fuckers, you're gonna lose, right?
Yeah,
these Kikanois are so fucking bad at charades. Holy shit!
Literally, they're always just saying diamond. Like Zox makes a comment on it. I'm like, oh my god, they just can't do anything other than say diamond. It's fucking wild, honestly. But it's really fun too. But Kaito's like, I can't forgive Hakkaiser and Diamond Wolf for doing this to you. Yeah. I'm gonna go run off and save you. For taking
over your mind. Right?
Yeah, and then Zox like kind of stops the rest of the team from following Kaito and says look, don't get in our way or I will fuck you up. It's essentially what he says, right? And then so he goes off too, right? And then we kind of cut to an important scene.
Yeah.
Where Stacy is and Hakkaiser are kind of talking on the rooftop. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm only saying this because it looks similar, but it's not the rooftop from Saber, right?
Boy, I was thinking the exact same thing too when I saw this rooftop, right? I was thinking, is this the rooftop from Saber? Right? Because the where Hakkaiser is standing, right? That is definitely where Zuos, right? I think it was Zuos, right?
I think Zuos, yeah.
Probably. Where Zuos fucking backflipped onto the gang before, right? Right, that was the first thing I thought, boy, it would be really sick if Hakkaiser did a backflip, did a front flip right now.
I still cannot believe, I mean, at least out of Saber, that god-awful show, right? At least we got Zuos' backflips. Those were a fucking treasure. I don't understand
I definitely want to say this is the exact same rooftop. I mean, I would have to compare scenes, right? But the problem, I don't want to go through the effort of pulling up an episode of Saber just to compare this fucking scene, right?
Honestly. But, God,
I mean, the only thing I can know that's different is the fact that there's a bunch of towers in the background, but I'm not sure if those are actual towers or if those are CGI inserted removed towers, right?
The thing is, at least for me, is, the thing is, it's kind of hard to tell, because, at least with the Saber's rooftop, right? There's always stuff on the ground that makes you know, like
if there were just random junk on its rooftop, I would, right? Like they just left it from behind from the production, say, right? And just, fuck that, just leave that shit here, call it a day, right?
Yeah.
Or they could have done like a little fun visual gag Easter egg and just have that shit laying there, right? To imply that this is the same rooftop, right? Would have been great, but it's really hard to tell where the fuck this rooftop is.
I mean, if anybody corrects us, feel free. But for now, I choose to believe that is the rooftop.
Yeah, I like to think this is the exact same rooftop too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry. Stacy realized he needs a father figure in his life, you know, right?
Yeah, and he chooses Hakkaiser for that father figure after he asks him to, like, hey, can you and I work together? And then Hakkaiser's like, yo, dude, we're already on the same team.
That's right. We are the coolest of bros, right?
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of nice to see that like Stacy is actually starting to like change and actually care about the people around him. That's actually really fun to see.
Right.
But then you kind of cut back to fucking Diamond World, who was making it harder for somebody. Like he literally just walked up to one person who was fishing and literally said, "I'm just gonna make it hard for them to fish," and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then he just he starts to walk away, like spouting what his evil plan is. Like, I'm gonna make everything harder, so to speak. So when everyone focuses on their problems, they won't care about the Toji Tendo coming in to take over.
That's right. It's not wrong.
It's
right?
not. He really isn't.
Right.
But
You distract the enemy. You're pretty much creating a big distraction and everything, you know, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, it's not a bad plan. Like, legit, it's not a bad plan, especially with his power. But I'm like, you are focusing it on the wrong people, my guy. Focus it on the main threat, please, with the Zenkaiger.
That's right. With the politician, right?
Like, that too, actually. Because if they can't do their job, then all of society collapses, supposedly. But, like, he could have literally just, like, walked up to the prime minister, is like, hey, you're not good at prime ministering anymore, and then literally just like fuck everything up. But I mean, I'm not really looking too deep into it because I don't really know what that would entail. But it literally focusing it on the wrong people is literally just doing it on the everyman who just honestly, if you bring in the army, they realistically wouldn't be able to do anything. So either way, so I don't see why you're trying to make it hard for them for. But yeah, then of course Zox comes in and then it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna sing a song that's actually appropriately pirate themed, considering the world is a diamond and you know he's a pirate. And then you know they're about to have their fight before we cut into like Kaito basically running into the market looking for Hakkaiser. And then fucking like Hakkaiser and Stacy show up and it's like, oh shit, you're teamed up. Well, I guess I gotta fight you now. And then they fight before the commercial break.
Yeah.
And then the wildest fucking scene happens.
Right.
Like the wildest fucking scene where we cut back to the candy shop and we see the rest of the Zenkaiger team. Now, like, this is a scene where if it wasn't for the fact that they were saying diamond, would probably be a really good scene because in order to get people to get motivated to do the right thing.
Right.
And it's just like, but they're just
at their lowest point right now, and they're facing like this fucking
they're facing this crisis,
right?
Yeah.
Right, is that the right word to use this in this example, right?
What's the word?
Catharsis?
Sparcism? No. Because I was just gonna say a crisis, because they have a crisis on their hands that they're like really need to fix and stop Kaito from, doing something very, very bad, right? Yeah. And it's just like they they're having a conversation because of the way they're talking with each other, but they're literally just saying diamond. It's the wildest
it's fucking great.
shit.
God, boy, this must have been the easiest fucking episode for these voice actors to do for the show.
Like, legitimately, they're talking, and it feels like they're having a conversation, like a genuine conversation. But because they're all saying like I'm watching them, they're only saying diamond. I'm like when they're doing, I cannot help but fucking laugh at this scene. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, no, it's really a dumb scene, right?
Yeah, but it's so good at how dumb it is. And then I just love the fact that like Yatsude and fucking fucking Setchan just come in and they're like are they having a conversation? They're just saying diamond, like, well, it appears they can only understand each other. It's just fucking dumb as shit. I love it. But yeah, they go ahead and run off, and then we cut to like we cut to like an area where like Stacy and Hakkaiser and Kaito are all fighting. Right?
They're fighting Kaito and everything. And there's some good shots in this scene, right? What is it? Stacy Stacy still gets his ass kicked, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
right?
honestly. Honestly,
but
though,
the team comes in like, all right, Kaito, we're here to help, right? Look, we might be able to say diamonds, but this sword is still able to say stab, all right?
yeah, honestly.
Right? I can still stab this people with this knife. With this big knife, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. He's like, I don't like this. So he summons out two power-up rangers from past series. And once again, Senchan just fucking says the bare minimum, right? Not even fucking, he just says, oh yeah, this is just their power-up form. And that's it, right? He doesn't go into any further details. Here's just a bunch of fucking people powered up.
Yeah,
right?
honestly, and it's just they're like I mean, you know, it's like they're there to kind of distract from the fight like Kaito's having.
Right. So basically, the Kikenois and the Clone Rangers are in their own battle tendency, right?
Oh, I swear to fucking god. But yeah, then we cut to to Zox's fight, right? Where they're still having a fight in the
Yeah, well, with the Diamond War there.
Yeah,
and
with Diamond War.
Like, look.
Thing. Yeah,
the Diamond War. You can't get me if I go into the water, right? Which is a good idea. That's the Assassin's Creed logic right there. That's what I do in Assassin's Creed, right?
Yeah. But then, you know, Zox gets the brilliant idea to use another ranger, who I can't really say. You would have to say on this, really.
Yeah, that's Zuo the World, though, right? That is actually that character's name, the World.
Oh yeah,
right?
She says that. Yeah. Also, it's kind of surprising where Flint comes in to actually describe who it is.
No, that was the best part. Was how Flint has done more of a better fucking job than the stupid fucking bird in the series.
Yeah, it's just kind of wild, but she gives it like she says who it is, and she says that this is the move from this person who is known as the fishing expert. I'm like,
which is, like, even though that's only 2 words, those 2 words it gives you so much more context than what fucking Senchan does. Hey, look, it's fucking the Red Ranger, and that's it. Alright, so it's basically a steel ball run.
Okay.
Some would say.
Okay.
Right?
You're full of shit now. Alright, let's move on.
Right? So like we were saying, Flint does a better fucking Senchan job than actual fucking Senchan in terms of giving us context of these goddamn past Sentai Rangers who are used via the Ranger gear, right?
Yeah. I did, but yeah, I mean, like, after giving the better explanation than Senchan, right? Fucking you get these really fun shots of just like Hakkaiser and Stacy just working together to honestly kind of kick Kaito's fucking ass. Dude.
Yeah, they do team up moves, right? Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's just like you also get to see like I don't recall ever seeing this before, but you get to see Hakkaiser do some actually legitimately cool moves in terms of like movement, because the thing is they have him sliding around from what I assume are like jets, like just like shooting out smoke on his back,
you know, right?
Yeah. And then that's all that shit's really cool, right? And we had a really fun fight, and then they just about like basically, they defeat Kaito. Hakkaiser is almost out of battery power.
He's like, I'm out of batteries, you know? My one weakness, not having enough Duracell batteries.
Yeah. And then they both do, like, what I would assume would be, like, a team finisher. If it wasn't
they do pretty much do a Sentai finisher move, basically, when they shoot their blast, right?
Yeah. And then you get like the rest of the Zenkaiger team seeing Kaito like almost get defeated. They just like they start running up to Kaito after defeating
the fake Rangers. Kaito's getting his ass kicked. And then we gotta do something, right?
Yeah. And then Stacy just knocks him down with like the missiles. And then legitimately Hakkaiser's about to kill off Jiren. Like holy shit. Yeah,
he straight up is gonna commit. And look, Jiren was about to be destroyed anyway. All right, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right, look, he's a robot. You can rebuild him, so it's fine. Right, if he dies, you know?
And then they do this thing where, like, I mean, I kind of, like, it's like, I can kind of see how they're going to go about it anyway. But legitimately, I thought, like, with the way they were doing it, like, legitimately at the last moment, like, fucking, like, Kaito gets the gun that's still charged up when he was trying to do his finisher move. he runs up to like fucking Hakkaiser and has the gun up against him. And meanwhile, the other fight with Zox in like Diamond World, he fucking like destroys Diamond World, and then like the rest of the team can talk again. And like I legitimately thought at that moment like Zeroin and everyone else were going to stop Kaito, right, from doing the shot. No, but he legitimately just fucking like shoots the shit out of his own, shoots the shit out of Hakkaiser, right? Although, but apparently Hakkaiser still survived the attempt. And then, his battery power runs out. And then the thing happens where I'm like, I for one, I kind of honestly wish that he I don't say I wish. But like I wish it for drama's sake, because I would have liked to see where they would have gone with it. But I would have liked to see what would happen if Kaito actually legitimately killed his father, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. But like him living is fine too. But my thing is,
see, that's the thing, right? That's the thing, right? The Kikai was never told Kaito what happened to his father. Okay.
Fucking god.
Right.
This better not be a Spider-Man 3 you're pulling on me here.
Oh, what the fuck is this Spider-Man 3?
Oh no, sorry. It's just like for the hot.
There was no way making that a Spider-Man reference.
I legitimately forgot. Because the thing is, for some reason, the first instance that popped in my head was like the moment when the butler came in to talk about like how about Harry's dad. I'm like, oh wait, that scene didn't work out like that. So like, I don't know why it popped into my head. It's just that's the first thing that did pop up into my head. Anyway, fucking me not seeing that reference aside, right? But like. The strangest thing happens where I'm like, apparently, like once the juice goes out, like in Hakkaiser, he remembers. He's like, oh, where the hell am I? Oh, Zenkaiser. It's like, are you Kaito? And then all that stuff, right? And then you get this nice little one-on-one thing for a little bit, but then Stacy just kind of jumps in and then drags Kaito's dad like through the portal, right? And then you get like it's kind of a sad moment where Kaito doesn't really get a chance to really talk with his father and everything, and he's really like he's been looking at him for so long, but he's seen his father and he goes away. It's like it's a bittersweet moment for him, right?
The thing that Kaito's been spending this entire series trying to do, right? He's like, oh, he finally see his father again,
Yeah.
All right.
And then it's just like, and then in the background, one of the new Kudai tests come in, right? And then, obviously it becomes the big evil fight at the end, right? But then you get like fucking, and then this is a joke where I appreciate it, but I don't quite understand the fullness of it. But Flynn comes in with the ship, and then she's like, all right, it's time to transform into into our mech, right? But then for some reason, like, oh, but wait, where's Zox? Right? So they come in, and then you just see kind of Zox just like sitting there, and he's like, oh, I just feel gloomy for some reason.
Yeah, he fucking feels depressed, right?
Yeah, It's just the enemy has infected him with depression, and it's just
right.
You have to explain this to me. Is this a joke that you understand? Because I feel like this is an in-joke for
I feel like
for
this is definitely an in-joke to ZooOjo. But here's the thing. ZooOjo was such a fucking bad season that I don't choose to remember it, alright? Right?
Oh, shit. Was it really that bad?
Outside of the fact that the best girl of that season was the shark girl, alright?
Oh, wait, that's that one.
And she was clearly the number one tier girl in that show over the stupid fucking cat girl that existed, even though the internet likes to think that the cat girl was the best, and they're all a bunch of fucking idiots, and they're wrong, and they clearly don't know anything about shark girl supremacy, right? Right?
Yeah.
I remember, I think the Sixth Ranger, Zuo the World, though, right, was a regular human who just liked furries, right?
What
right?
the fuck? Oh my god!
I can't remember because everyone was a furry. Was a furry that season, right? Right?
Oh yeah, I didn't know the character was like straight up into it, but all right, cool.
He was a big fan of those people. All right.
But I was just like wondering, like, do you know if he got depressed after something?
I
just
don't remember. That is the thing. Because I read, like, the only, in recent memory, like, the only time I remember of Rangers being this oppressed was in Tokuger, the train season, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Where the Gold Ranger in that season literally wanted to die in every episode, right?
Yeah, I
because
remember
in the show, right, he was formerly a monster who wanted to atone for his sins, right?
Yeah,
after he joined the Rangers. Yeah, right. I remember him being vividly because that was a whole fucking wild story arc. That was his entire story arc after he joined the Ranger side. By the way, right? Like the other Rangers, like, hey, we're on a train, Orange Ranger son. I don't remember the fucking character's name, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? But he's just in the background. No, shut up. I'm playing my harmonica and thinking about that time I burned down that village, alright?
You see, that's a man who is having a real desperate battle against depression right there.
Yeah, I remember that character vividly fucking well, right? But I don't remember from JOJO that right. Well, if anything, in regards to that Ranger. So maybe that Ranger was depressed in the show. Who the fuck knows, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, Zox is depressed. Zox is depressed. He realized he should talk to a fucking therapist and everything.
Therapists are expensive. But anyway. But yeah, then you get
how the fuck do I copy this fucking link? Okay, there we go.
But then you get the Zenkaiger, the Zenkaiger ultimate mech is what I'll call it. But
best girl right there. Best girl right there. Yeah, fuck that. There it is. Hey. Oh, not that. Yeah, there we go. That clap. Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, they turned into people? I thought they were just mainly animals.
No. They had a human form. They once they come to human Earth, right? They all became humans, all right.
Oh, thank God.
They can transfer between furries and humans at any point throughout the series, which kind of fucking contradicts the fucking series if you think about it. Contradicts a lot of elements, right?
If you
think about.
Let's not get into it. I can see what you mean, but let's not get into it because I know it's going to be a whole tangent and a half.
Well, it is going to be a full fucking tangent.
But anyway, yeah, like fucking But yeah, then it's just like you get the team basically just saying, oh yeah, but let's just drop some knowledge, after they form into the giant mech, right? But let's just drop some knowledge because apparently diamonds are weak to impact.
Then that's when the Rangers learned that the diamond weapon that the enemy possess is unbreakable. It turns out, right?
Well, it's not though because they broke it.
Yeah, and then. Yeah, that Setchet actually does his job for once in this episode, right?
Yeah, because it tells you, like, oh yeah, this is the team. This is the mech that they use, and this is the special move that they had. And they're like, oh.
Right, and the best part, he puts out visual pictures as well. Like, yep, here, check it out. Right, here's a visual reference for you to look at, right? Which I was like, why hasn't he done this all throughout the show?
Yeah, honestly.
Like, he's vividly explaining what they're doing, right?
It's just like, literally that second blurb is probably the best work he's ever done, even compared to Flynn, in earlier in this episode, right? Yeah. Because you like, it's not a lot, but it's enough for you to understand what's going on, and you're
you appreciate the context at the moment, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then of course he went. Of course, the team wins.
This GIF is forever looping. Fuck.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. That's what happens when you get a GIF, Austin. A GIF tends to just loop until you just stop it. But
right, yeah. So then, pretty much, then the Zenkaiger Megazord or the fucking starts punching very rapidly with his fist, right?
Yeah,
a real aura, right? Some would say.
I'm gonna end my life. But not before I end you first. Anyway, so yeah.
The worst part is, this would have been the perfect moment for a Gowan to make a fucking JoJo reference, right?
It really would have. It really would have been perfect for Gowan to make a reference.
Right,
You know?
something as hey, I've seen that before, right?
Yeah,
and then never dive into it, right?
He could have just made a mention like, that it looks like that diamond was rather breakable, or some shit like that, right? Because that is like, or something. It's like it's bullshit what I just said, but like, if something like that happened, they're like, hey, that's a reference I get, for JoJo's, and then
yeah,
we didn't get
right,
it.
just the thing, right? Because the series hasn't been shying from making weird fucking reference, right?
Yeah. But here it's just kind of like, I guess JoJo's is too big of a name to use. Who knows? But yeah,
Right.
they destroy the enemy. They go back to the kid.
They go back and they told the grandma, hey, my dad is a robot and I shot him in the stomach today, by the way. Ignore that fact. Do you think Kaito brought up the fact that he shot his dad in the stomach? Do you think he brought up that detail to the grandmother?
He's alive, so it's fine, it's family. These things happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone just like kind of, Kaito is like, this is where you kind of start to really appreciate kind of Kaito's optimism.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like the one time where I kind of appreciate it a good bit. He's like, he's like, I know this is kind of sad that he's on the enemy team, but we know he's alive, and that means there's a chance,
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like it's kind of this nice moment where everyone kind of bonds over that. It's like, okay, we'll keep working hard to free your parents and that kind of stuff, right? And then it ends on a shot of like I'm presuming Kaito holding out the family portrait for the camera, which I kind of find odd because like I get what they're going for, but I'm like, you couldn't have just put the picture down on the counter and just film it from there, Because I would have like I would have liked the shot a lot more if it was like if you get the here's how I would have liked the ending for the ending shot. Although I can understand why they might not have done it because maybe the time. But like I would have liked it if if they left the picture frame on the counter, right? Mm-hmm. And then in the like you see the family portrait, but in the reflection you see everybody kind of doing the fist bump thing that they're doing at the end.
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we're gonna save my dad, right?
Yeah,
and we're gonna look for my mom again at some point. Hey, remember the fact that my mom is traveling across different dimensions by herself? Fucking good times, right?
Yeah, what's going on with that, huh? I wonder.
Boy, forgot about. I outright forgot that the mom is still fucking traveling to different dimensions by herself, right?
Yeah, until they show the picture, you're like, oh right, she's in another world somewhere. God,
right.
They really need to get on that shit. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, and look. At some point, this series will remember it has a plot. All right.
Yeah.
It's starting to remember it has a plot. All right.
Yeah, and we're actually getting some good stuff from it now too, because it's starting to remember. It's which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
But overall, a rather good episode. We're starting to pick up steam in terms of its.
Yeah, like that. It's almost as if they fucking realize, we might have a minimum of 10 episodes left for the season, and we should probably get in on this, right? Fuck.
Yeah,
well, let me think about this too. All right, it is currently March. No, not March. Fuck. What am I saying? It's currently mid-November for us right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the next Sentai season airs in March, that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 weeks of Sentai.
Arguably 15 episodes?
Arguably 15 episodes at max if the next Sentai season airs the first Sunday of March, right?
Right.
So we have a maximum of 15 episodes, a maximum of 15 episodes left for the season. For them to tie in all this loose end. Is this season gonna get a 50 episode? I don't know. Right?
I mean, that's you've always said that tends to be iffy depending on scheduling, right?
Mm-hmm, right. So who the fuck knows, right? Because we have to consider there's also Christmas break and all that shit, and New Year, because I know, I don't think they air stuff when when the New Year starts, right? Right.
I would imagine because it's holidays, so
Yeah. Right. Hey, but don't worry, Will. We only have less than 2 months into a supposed mysterious character becomes a recurring cast member in the show, right? Ooh. Right?
Yeah.
That's because that's the rumor, right? That's the rumor mill right now, right? Is that in January we're gonna have a mysterious recurring character onto the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to set up the next season, because the current rumor is that the next year's season is straight up a sequel to Zenkaiger.
Have
I told you that yet, by the way?
I believe you have.
Okay, but anyway, hey, the supposed rumor right now for Dawn Brothers is that it is straight up Zenkaiger 2.
That's the thing, though. Like, how, like, I mean, you said it's been done maybe once before?
It was done back in the 80s.
Right, yeah. Discounting the Korean season from the
yeah, because those aren't canon. Those don't count. I know, look, Japan doesn't care about what Korea thinks, alright? It turns out that the Japanese might not like Korea, right?
Yeah, well, you know, there's some bad blood between those two, man. And one tends to erase erase certain parts of their history, or straight up ignore it, really. But
right.
It's I don't see how it could be like a sequel, though. If only because of the name. This is a name that kind of gets me, considering the fact that, like,
if the trademark was straight up Zenkaiger 2, I would have wanted to believe these supposed rumors, right?
Yeah, but the thing is like, it's called, like, I remember everyone kind of focusing on the fact that it has violence in the name, right? And the thing is, the reason why that's kind of a big thing to me is, like, if it's violence, it kind of clashes with the themes that I'm reading here in Zenkaiger, you know?
Right. I mean, you also when we had Sun Vulcan, when we had from Denji Man to Sun Vulcan, those were two completely series named as well, right? Right. So that didn't correlate to each other, right? So I mean, yeah, right.
Yeah, but, you know, it's just I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a real relation unless we actually get confirmation on that rumor that you're talking about for next episode. But, like, I mean, I guess it's just a wait and see.
Or in January. That's when it's supposedly supposed to happen. Right? This mysterious fucking character that shows up. Look, like I said, I have gripes with Zenkaiger. We're gonna say that for the fucking review. I want next season, I just want a new batch of Kikanoids, alright? Just give me new fucking Kikanoids in this fucking show, so I can get some fucking better toys of these fucking characters, right? That's all I want.
Well,
give me those Kika toys is what the kids say.
Who says? Hey, have you actually heard a kid call them a Kikai toy? I doubt you have.
What else would you call them, William?
Toys?
No, that's fucking stupid, alright?
This is what you call toys in general. What are you talking about?
No, they're Kika toys, alright?
Oh my god, alright, sure.
Yeah, alright, I think that's it. Alright, that's it. I think that's... Look, William, look, alright, look, we're ending this JoJolion journey we have transpired.
That doesn't work, and you know it. That doesn't work.
Alright, see you next time for JoJo Lands.
Oh, I swear to God. End me. Just end me right now. I crave death. I crave death like that one character.
Is that a JoJo reference?
That's not a JoJo reference, that's a Sentai reference, sir. The one that we just talked about earlier in this episode.
Alright, coronavirus, so they've washed your hands and wear a mask. Get your fucking shots. Okay, thanks, bye.